So today I'm going to do something a little different. Now all you guys that come to the Madden Lab YouTube channel for tips and hopefully more commentary in the future, I just wanted to let you guys know that we're a lot more than just YouTube. So let me explain. Here's a play I was working on called PA Cross. And the route that made me look into it deeper is the A route. Now you can't tell by looking at the play art, but this is actually a shake route, and it's very deadly. Then we've got the Y route on a mid drag, which is also very deadly with the setup we're going to use. Then the out route, which is one of my favorite routes in the entire game. And then the B route actually looks nice in the play art because there's an exact route in another formation I was using that is money, but in this play it sucks. So I'm hot routing that route to something else. Now after messing with this for a couple days with pretty good success, over at the Madden Lab's official website in the NCAA section, I watched a commentary video by this dude CJC Sports, who is playing my dude 613's Finest from a hometown of Ottawa, Canada, who was running this play called PA Wide Receiver Cross, which is almost identical, just 10 times more effective. Now after being in practice mode with it for 2 minutes, I scrapped the old play and turned to this one as one of the most effective plays in the game I've seen yet. The X receiver running the Paco route gives us the opportunity to hit the open man on almost any play. You really have to lab a defense to be able to stop this play. So my whole point is, even as a guy who thinks he provides great tips to all you people out there watching, over at the maddenlab.com/community, there are guys posting tips and tricks every single day that I myself will grab and put into my offense. So I encourage you guys to head on over and sign up in our forum. Now we have a pretty good NCAA section, but our Madden section offers you the biggest Madden community out there. You'll improve your game tenfold, not only by seeing other plays that people post, but by discussing the nuances of the game, the things that you'll never find on YouTube. So I'm going to put the link in the description, but before I let you go, that's not all. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head into a ranked game, and I'm going to run this play for a few possessions just so that you can see it in action and you can see how deadly it is. Let me just hit no there, so that you can put it into your playbook. Now I'm going to do live commentary while I play, but I'll show my offense only. So I'm going to get into a game now, and I'll see you on my first possession. Okay, so ended up getting the ball first. PA wide receiver cross. Let's take a look at the setup that we're going to use. So first we're going to block our running back. Then we're going to put B on a drag. Next, we want to motion B out and snap the ball. Now here's the reads that I like to use. I'm just going to give you a little tip here. Now I don't know how 613's Finest was running this play specifically and what his reads were, but for me, this is how everything works personally. So what I like to do is my first read is going to be the right side of the screen. If I see any, I'm literally not even going to look at any routes. I'm just going to look to see if anybody's sitting over in the flats on the right side of the screen. If there isn't, I'm going to throw to Y. If there is, I'm then going to progress to the X route, then to the B route. As you can see, the guy was waiting over there. Then I looked for X, he was covered, and I went down to the drag on the B route. Now the great route of this whole formation really, or this whole play, is that shake route for the A receiver. But he is going to be my last read because he's on a streak. Also because he's shaking, it's going to take him a little bit, a little bit of time to get downfield. So I'm looking at the right side. I'm not even looking to the, to any of the routes. And my phone is ringing. And let me just turn this off real quick. It's my girlfriend. Sorry about that, buddy. Sorry, buddy. But, we got some Madden shit to do. Or some NCAA. I'm so used to saying Madden. Anyway, terrible commentary, but really I just want to show you how this works. I'm looking to the right. I see that there's flats over there. I'm looking to X, B. They're all covered. That's when we go right downfield, and we hit the money route, the A route. So terrible commentary, effective play. So definitely want to give a shout out to 613's Finest. Dude actually lives in Ottawa. I mean, maybe we got a Madden community, an NCAA community out here that I don't even know about because, oh, we're going to get a quitter here? No. As far as I was concerned, I considered myself to probably be the best NCAA Madden player out there. But now this dude 613 Finest didn't even know he existed. I've been searching forever for dudes from my hometown, and there's just nothing out here, man. Canada's pretty much a dead spot for, you know, at least in Ottawa. It's pretty much a dead spot for football gaming because it's an American sport, I guess. I don't really know. Anyway, so I'm playing defense. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just going to call some vanilla shit here. And I'll see you guys back when I'm on offense in a couple seconds. Okay, so we're back on offense, and I really do apologize for the terrible commentary. I mean, I don't find them the greatest commentary anyway, but all the distractions I had with the girlfriend calling and a couple other things. We're back on course here. We're going to drag him out. And the reason I like to put him on a drag all the way to the one side of the field, honestly, is because... Oh, there we go. See, same route I killed him with both times. He actually did a pretty good job of covering up the other routes. But as I said, there's always going to be somebody open on this particular play. You cannot cover it all. This dude actually had a pretty good offense. He drove on me all the way down the field, and I just stopped him with an interception right on my own end. So anyway, I'll see you guys back when I'm on offense. Okay, so we shut his offense down that time, 4th and 5. Got the ball back. Hopefully he doesn't call the same defense. I don't want to hit the shake route again. I want to be able to show you guys some other routes. It's really been hard to concentrate. I got a lot going on right now. Got people calling me, got people coming to my door and stuff. So the reason I put the drag is because it gives us more time to get our other reads in order and then hit the drag route. See, because if I just let the drag go from where he is without motioning him, I have less time. See, I make my Y read, I make my X read, then I'm going to make my B read. And, you know, drag routes only have a certain lifetime, right? As soon as they reach a certain point, that's it. So if I motion them over here, that's going to allow me more time to look at other stuff and then hit that route. So as you can see, we haven't even had an incompletion, and I'm just running the same play over against this guy. He doesn't know what to do, although he is a defensive line guy. I'm not really a fan of guys that like to use defensive linemen. We still come in bounds. Love that about NCAA this year. They really keep their feet in bounds. Now, the only time that you're going to struggle with this play is in the red zone. It's not really ideal for inside the red zone. I'm going to decline this. Feel bad for the guy. He's getting kind of pounded a little bit by one play. So drag, block, because, you know, even if we hit X, we have just enough room for X. We don't have enough room for A unless we're going to make it a quick read. But he still might think that we're going to throw to A, so we're just going to continue. Oh, and I got sacked. That wasn't good. So now I have to be ready for that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide protect to that side. Even though I'm blocking to the right, I'm going to slide protect there. I'm going to look to the right side of the field, looking, nothing. Oh, he gets inbounds again. That dude is nasty. So, now what I like to do when I get real close to the goal line is I want to put X on a curl and A on a curl. And I'm going to make everything look the exact same. Everything's covered. Take off with your speedy running back. Just way too hard to stop. So, going to continue going. I'll see you guys back when I'm on my next offensive possession. So I got into another game and I completely messed up. I was doing audio and everything for the first drive. I scored, he scored, and I don't know. I wasn't recording audio, so here we go again. Now, the thing is, I do have a little bit of information on the guy now. He's been sending heat from the right and the left, back and forth, mixing up his coverage. So I'm going to block right and slide protect to the left, just so you can get an idea of what's going to happen with the heat coming. Do a nice little juke move. I'm going to still run hurry up. So basically he's running 3-man blitzes from either side, left or right. He's disguising it so that we don't know if it's going to come from the left or the right. So I'm just going to block right slide left. I have a feeling, though, that he's going to start coming from the right because he knows that I'm just blocking my running back there. I'm going to make my reads again. I think I'm going to be facing the same coverage no matter what. Stay in bounds. Good job. So we're always going to have somebody open. And, I mean, this is a tournament-type defense that I'm facing right now. See how he's got, on the left-hand side, the 2 linebackers over the defensive end. And then on the right-hand side, well, earlier he had the 2 linebackers there. I don't know where they went. But this is a tournament-type defensive style that he's playing. So this is going to give us a really good look. We're just always going to have something open against this tournament-style defense. I'm not saying that it's necessarily the greatest defense in the world at the same time. But it does look pretty solid. As you can see, he's got the same look on both ends of the field. I really feel like it's going to come from the right side this time. And I don't know what I was doing there. Terrible throw, bad read, bad me altogether. That's going to happen. Not only are you going to make bad plays, you know, quarterbacks are going to overthrow the ball, players are going to drop balls. Nothing is perfect. You know what? Yeah. So based on my knowledge here, I have a feeling that he put zones on the left. So not only am I going to block right, I'm going to slide right. I just really have this feeling. As I said, always take what's there. I might look for Y real quick, depending on. Oh shoot! I almost hit Y by mistake. Luckily, it never registered. Because I could have swore that I hit Y. I meant to throw it, but then at the same time, I didn't want to throw it. So I don't know. It didn't register. It was like a half hit. Oh, now goal line. Again, these are the 2 routes that we want to do. Slide protect to that side, which I've been forgetting to do. Red zone is going to be the real problem. When you get in the red zone, the play is going to struggle because, you know, a lot of the routes are too deep for the red zone. The Paco route's too deep. The streak is too deep. Then we've only got A and B, which is not necessarily ideal. So I'm going to let him play offense, and then I'll be back on offense again. So I'm really struggling with my recording device. I don't know what it is I'm doing. It's because I'm trying to start the audio at the same time as the video to do the live commentary. And I didn't hit it. He's up 21-14. I did have a possession in which I punted on 4th down just because I wanted to get my audio set straight. And let's just continue to run this against this defense. User big hit, man. I fell forward. What the hell are you talking about? So you're going to have to make some reads. I'm going to hit Y over the middle here. That is if he's blitzing from that side. No, he's not. Just run an up-tempo offense. He's going to back his dudes up. Almost feel like I could hit the B route there real quick. So you're going to make adjustments based on the defenses that you're seeing, right? I mean, to just run the same thing over and over and over and over again. The only reason I'm running the same thing over and over is because I want to show you just how effective it is when your opponent knows that you're running the same play multiple times. And this guy clearly knows what he's doing. Oh, man, I couldn't get rid of the ball. Oh, and I ran hurry up. I know dudes don't like that after an incompletion, but it is what it is. So I'm going to look for Y if he's blitzing from that side, and he is. You could put in read options. You could put in halfback. Oh, see, he's not set up. He is definitely not set up. Should I even let him set up? He's going to play some ultra max coverage here. I get the feeling. just take off with our quarterback. I was ready to throw that ball too if he came at me. You know what? We're just inside the red zone, so I'm going to run that. But I'm going to smart route them. Oh yeah, it's still only give me a first down. I miss when you could do it to the red zone. Or to the end zone. I didn't block anybody. I completely forgot. Then I threw to the wrong guy. Yeesh. The trials and tribulations of trying to talk and play. Something I don't do. This is why I'm never in parties while playing NCAA or Madden. And I forgot to put the guys on those routes that I was just talking about. That's okay. Buddy's covering that. And I just hit the Paco in the end zone. So, struggled a little bit. I really have a hard time doing two things at once, in case you didn't notice. But I've still scored on every drive except for one when my recording messed up. And I'll see you guys again back when I'm on offense. Okay, so this is turning out to be a little bit tougher than I thought. So after I tied it up, dude offers me a friendly quit, says he's got to go. But I actually added him to my friends list, and we're actually going to lab sometime because I really liked the way that he was playing defense. And I liked his offense. So here I'm going to get to receive the ball, thank God. And I'll probably just show just a few more plays here. I don't want to keep doing this over and over. Playing these ranked games is a little tough. It's really hard to finish. Okay. Let's hope that everything goes well here. So I'm going to fair catch. Now, the other thing I'm going to actually show is formation subs. One other thing that I didn't get to yet, where I like to actually put my tight end, right here is where I want my tight end. And I have three receivers. I like Brown, I like Hopkins, and then Watkins here. I'd prefer not to have Watkins. I'd prefer not to have Watkins in this spot because it's only a drag route, but I need him to be there to go with my cluster scheme. Because as you can see here, I've added this to my actual scheme, which is just three formations: Maryland I, cluster, and tight. So in order for me to audible down from this to cluster, I need Watkins in that spot. So I'm willing to sacrifice Watkins just on a drag to get it done. Let me adjust my chair here. Okay, let's see how this guy does. So I'm watching the right side of the screen again. Nothing there. I could have actually hit the Y. I noticed out of the corner of my eye there that Y did become open. But it's still just all part of the progression. I don't know what I just did there. Oh, he's giving me a double blitz here, so I'm going to go. Oh, damn. The button didn't register. Okay, so I knew that was a safety blitz immediately. Double safety blitz. Let's see if he runs it again. His guys creep up even a little bit. I'm going to wait. See if he audibles back to it real quick. No, can't get him to go to it. Unfortunately. Always open. I'm not going to continue talking very much because it's just like a broken record. He's running that double safety blitz again. So I'm actually going to hit B quicker, should I say. Do hurry up? Oh, it didn't run hurry up for me. So again, we're still going to struggle with this. There's no sense on running this necessarily in the red zone, but if you really do want to confuse your opponent and continue to run it, come out in the same formation as you've been doing the whole drive. I forget if this made the video or not, because I had the one part that cut out. Now I don't remember if I talked about this or not, but I just like to get... Damn, that was a dive and a... Dude was wide open. That was a dive and a half. And there's lots of things you can do here, but actually another thing that I can do is also put RB on a blue route. You know, that is a pretty solid option. I don't know why I haven't talked about that. Generally, that's what I do this year, is I do use blue routes, but because I just want to make sure that I do get that maximum protection in such a good play where all my routes are going to be open anyway, I just don't find a need for a blue route. Everything's covered. Now, I got lucky, very lucky, but that's the nature of the play. They're going to call certain defenses that are just going to sit back, and then you're going to have all the time in the world to run. Your quarterback's going to break a tackle every now and then. And I'm just going to do one more drive. You know, I just don't feel it's one of those offenses where I'd like to be able to show you all the routes, and I could do that in practice mode and continue to hit all the routes. But when you play games, you know, dudes are going to call certain offenses, and you just have to stay patient. I don't care if you like a certain route and you want to be able to hit the big yards. Just take what's there. So I'm going to do one more drive. I'll see you in a couple seconds. Man, I am struggling with this video today. Anyway, I ended up getting the ball and doing my voiceover again. Scored a touchdown and forgot to hit record. Or didn't forget, but it just, because I have to hit both at the same time pretty much. Damn, didn't get that ball. Because I have to hit record on the audio and record on the video pretty much at the same time. I go record, record. Sometimes it doesn't register and I don't notice. So ended up scoring a touchdown on a couple nice plays. Then I just, whatever, I don't know. I was kicking the extra point and I totally messed that up. So I'm up 13-7. It's really hard for me to do two things at once, I gotta tell you. So before this drive ends, guys, as I said, I was labbing a play that was pretty solid, and then 613's Finest came up with this nice play, and I've added it to my scheme. It's incredibly hard to stop. As you can see in this video, guy after guy that I play, I had one guy quit, I had another guy, well, it was tied 21, he was a really good player. Now we've got this guy here, let's see what kind of damage we could do to him. I mean, there's just nothing they can do. Whether they blitz heavy, play fag D. Oops. So go check out the gamerslab.com/community. You're going to find a lot of good plays just like this. No matter how good you are, you can always... Oh, I was going at A. Look at him downfield, so wide open. But again, those things are going to happen. You know, nothing is perfect. I want to stress that as much as I possibly can on the YouTube channel. No matter whose plays you get, the best plays in the world. Nothing's perfect, man. You know, was it me that I threw the ball late, or did the button not register? Maybe it's the game. Who knows? Maybe it's an overthrow. Don't know. Oh, see, that's a bad throw right there. What was I doing? He had played a previous defense where it had the same look, and I thought that I was able to squeak it into Y. Terrible read. Again, nothing is perfect, man. It's up to you. If you mess up, it's on you. It's not on the play. That was on me, not the play. Oh, this is like not even fair. I mean, dude just gets such separation over there. That's why that is 10 times better than the out route. Now, you can actually add the out route if you'd like. In fact, you could make, if you wanted to, you can make the B route an out route. Go like this. You know, I mean, there's lots of things that you can do if you don't want the drag. I do love the out route. He's coming hard here. But he's toast. Did a little pass lead up, because I assumed that if I went sideline, he might jump in front and pick it. So there you go. I tried to show you as much as I possibly could of this play. Again, is this dude seriously going to quit? Like, this is what you have to deal with when you run this play. If you want your record to run rampant, and just get win after win after win, then I guess this is the formation you got to run, because I've made 2 dudes quit already. 1 dude had to go. I'm going to leave the link in the comment. Any comments that you have about the play, any suggestions, let me know. I'm going to be in contact with 613's Finest as well to see if he's, got any inside information on this play. I want to thank him for the play. And, the Gamers Lab is a hub for a lot of dudes doing commentary. We got Zan over there. We got CJC Sports over there. We got 613 Finest just getting in the game now. I mean, there's lots of guys making videos and tips, and they're all on the one site. It's basically the Madden and NCAA hub for all the guys that are doing this kind of stuff. Rather than having to find out what all the channels are, go to thegamerslab.com, and that's exactly where they all are. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.